the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from heaven's end. With me tonight. I'm gonna run.
Welcome back. This is the 1673. We are coming off of a bye week. We got everyone here. Last week, Big Josh couldn't make it. He had some things going on, a little emergency. I guess we can talk about that. But everyone's here today. No special guest. We got Foot over to the right of me.
Hello.
We got Big Josh next to him.
Hello.
We got Mike B next to him.
How you guys doing?
And this is WC coming at you. Let me pause this real quick. All right. What do you guys want to start with? I guess you guys saw a movie without us.
Without you?
Yeah.
Weren't you busy?
I don't know. I didn't get an invite.
Oh. Whoa.
Hey, he invited me. Don't look.
Oh!
All right. I like where
Throw
this
me
is starting.
under the bus,
Go ahead.
huh? Okay.
Sorry, Foot.
So Eric texted Josh then.
Nah, we talked about it at the gym, actually. I think.
Okay, so no group text or anything? No,
No,
I see. Okay.
No.
Nope.
I told Josh, I said, I don't even need to text Mike because Mike's been in the movies 3 times in 5 years.
I fall asleep at movies, so
I told him,
pointless.
as far as I know, you've been to 3 movies, and I think one was the Bridge of Spies.
Worst
Yeah.
movie I ever
Worst
saw.
movie we've
That
ever
was a
seen.
great fucking movie.
Oh my
It is.
god!
I almost cried.
Cried
Tom
during it?
Hanks.
I almost
Tom
cried
Hanks.
because
This is a great actor.
I cried because Tom Hanks fucked me
Dude,
out of $14.
they pumped that movie up like it was no one's business, and then that was literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I thought he was gonna be like Jason Bourne.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
it looked
that
like
was-
an action movie.
That
and it
was
wasn't.
so disappointing. I couldn't believe that. Anyway, so yeah, that, and then I think you went to one of the Fast and Furious movies with us.
Yeah.
5?
Whatever one was with Ronda Rousey.
Was it 8?
I don't know. You definitely. I thought you went to 5 with us back in the day.
I don't think I did.
But the first one The Rock was in.
I don't think so. It was the one with Ronda Rousey where they're in
Okay.
like Thailand or something or whatever. Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
Maybe it was like 6 or 7, but I don't know. No, 7.
And I know
7,
because
maybe. 8, 7?
Guido brought me.
Yeah.
I thought that was his date, man. He even paid for my ticket. I was
Hey.
like, all right, you know.
He didn't have a girlfriend at the
He
time.
did that to
He
me one
paid for
time.
my
Nice.
ticket.
It was very
Yeah, he
nice
paid
for
for
it.
my
Oh,
ticket.
he paid for your
Yeah, he paid
Mike,
for
that's
me, man.
listen. That's something you take your girlfriend to. Okay.
Is it?
Wait, the Fast movie? And
But,
what was the third? What was?
I am talking out of my ass. I thought there was 3, but I know.
Oh no, there was.
there
There was the one I fell asleep to. The Prisoners.
Wait,
Prisoners.
Prisoners.
didn't we go? We went with Guido, right? And that was the.
There was like 7 of us.
Didn't I tell you there should be a better song to end that movie?
Yeah.
I don't. What was it? What was
That was the
called?
whistle song.
Oh yeah.
Because the song ends on him whistling.
Him blowing the whistle.
So we thought Flow Rider
Can you blow my whistle?
ending that song would be
You
a proper
know?
way to end it, but you know. It
If you're
wasn't.
going for the funny way,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. But
Yeah, so my streak of movies are not good, so
Yeah. But
I
no-
understand my not invite.
but
being
no,
there.
yeah. So yeah. But you, all right. Last night, what were you doing last night between the hours of 10 and 12?
Ooh, a late night.
Last night.
Sleeping.
You're right. I was sleepy.
See, okay.
Yep.
Well, here, I'll
Yep.
tell you why. I worked 3rd shift this week.
We knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew that.
So normally I would have gone home.
Mm-hmm.
I would have just slept for about 4 or 5 hours, and I would have been up all Saturday night. But when I got off, I met one of my buddies. I changed his oil, his girlfriend's oil, and then no, that's strictly platonic.
Okay. I'll search for that cotton.
And then, yeah, we got cameras now. I totally forgot. I just fucking with the mic. So I got, and then I was there. I was only like 300 miles away. So I changed mine. I changed my spark plugs and shit. I didn't get done with that until it was like 11. I got home at 12.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and my girl, we went to the gym because we skipped a day this week. So we went up, what we do, we did arms for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Got home at 4.
Done some cardio.
Had a surprise birthday party at 6.
Another one?
Yeah. It was funny enough.
How
It
many
was
parties you got?
What do you mean? I only had
Like
two.
15 brothers, man.
To this
Yeah, I
guy.
mean, shit.
So it was.
only two.
I knew as soon as I fell asleep, I would have been gone for the whole night. So I just stayed up for the extra hour and a half while my girl was getting ready.
Right.
And so I went there. We went bowling for 2 hours. I got home. It was 8:30, and I fell asleep. I didn't wake up until noon this morning. So I slept for a
Alright.
good 15 hours.
That's a good
So
15.
we're off the hook.
And my girl was telling me, she was like, I didn't sleep well. I go, what do you mean? You slept for like 15 hours. Turns out as soon as I fell asleep, she left. Went to go hang out with her friends and then snuck back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
how'd you find out?
She told me. I go,
Was it amateur hour?
I don't know. Well, I guess
Hello?
if you wasn't doing anything shady, no reason to lie about it.
Yeah, no reason to lie
I just
about
thought it was funny because I didn't even notice. I was just like, oh, okay
Wow,
then.
dude.
All right,
it.
then.
Not having
Hey,
fun looking at you
Hey,
sleeping.
if she
so.
could disappear so easily then.
Yeah.
Just-
Well, I mean, it still would have been nice to get a text say, hey, you want to show up?
yeah. I
Could've
mean,
done
listen.
that.
You know, you got a house full of loves and blessings on
Oh,
the
go
wall. You
fuck
think
yourself.
you think she could at least tell you when she leaves, right?
She probably did tell me before I fell asleep, and I just didn't remember.
I know. I'm messing, Flo.
But anyway,
Hey, yeah. So
what
the
movie did you see?
The movie was good. It was. It's called Fighting with My Family.
Never heard
It's
of
a
it.
WWE movie. The Rock actually directed the movie.
Oh,
And it was about one of the wrestlers. Her name's Paige. She comes
like
from
Paige. She's hot.
She comes from England.
she had a sex tape.
Yeah, well,
She did have a
yeah,
sex
yeah.
tape.
She was in a
They
different
re-
sort of movie.
They
yeah.
referenced it in the movie too. It's hilarious.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
actually
That was
did.
the
Yeah.
best way they referenced it, too.
So Vince Vaughn's one of the coaches in the movie, or like the coach. Like he's like the
Like a
NXT
wrestling coach.
He's the NXT wrestling coach, and he kind of works with Paige, plays that role, bringing her up and everything. And they're at WrestleMania 30, and it was the night before Paige is supposed to debut on Raw and end up beating AJ Lee for the title. So they're at WrestleMania after they get there. She's kind of hanging out in the back, and then Vince Vaughn says, "Hey, come here. We need to go do something." So she follows him. The Rock had just got done cutting his promo with Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan. If you remember, the first segment of that show was that.
Bruno.
So the Rock comes up, and he basically, he talks to her and tells her family that she's not going to be with NXT anymore because she's getting called up to the main roster and everything. And he wanted to tell her and tell them at the same time. So once they're done, they're done talking. They come out of the suite, and then Vince Vaughn's in the hallway. And then he references, he's like, yeah, The Rock calls Vince Vaughn's, I think he called him sex tape.
Yeah, sex
And
tape.
then the character of Paige, looks like him. She's like, what? And he's like, what do you say? He's like,
He makes people famous.
he makes people famous. So they
Kind of tossed it in there,
they
like
tossed it in
indirectly
there, yeah.
type.
Indirectly
yeah.
great.
tossed in there the sex tape
that's cool, then.
reference. But it's a good movie. If you like wrestling, you'll like the movie.
I say without giving too much away for people.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things. Her story is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's worth going to see.
You like it,
Josh?
Josh?
Yeah, I really liked it. I liked, what's her name? Lena Headey in that movie, dude. She was in Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Okay.
Ever watch that?
Yeah.
Good shit. But what I wanted
character
to
was
talk
she?
about, she was Sarah Connor.
Hmm?
She was Sarah Connor
Oh yeah,
in the TV show.
I didn't see it.
No, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was talking, like, what character in the movie are you talking about?
Oh, she was Paige's mom.
Oh, Paige's mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you guys like to sit next to each other in an empty theater, or you guys got to have like that buffer zone of one seat if you can do it?
So I'm picturing just you two were in the theater.
We
No,
had a
there
whole
were-
row to ourselves.
There was, you know how there's less
There's
seats
like
now
Yeah,
15
than there used to be.
seats.
There were
more-
other people in the theater.
Okay.
We had
um,
the whole row.
But keep
Whole
in
row,
mind,
okay.
keep in mind, you have more room between seats now with the reclining seats. It's not like it used to be where you're like next to each. You know what I mean? Like you now have like some room in between.
So you want to be right next to him?
I didn't care. I mean, like
I was given the buffer zone.
I said, hey, I don't care. It wasn't a big deal. He's like sitting over there. I'm like, what are you doing? Sit over here and
slide over. Did
slide
you say,
over one,
Did
you know?
you say,
Come on over.
But,
honey, slide over so we can share the popcorn? Is that what you
yeah,
said?
and that's true. Yeah, I thought he wanted to share some popcorn.
We had individual popcorn.
And we-
Smoke.
Oh, we did though. But remember the last time we were at the movies, we shared some popcorn.
Yeah, but this time we walked in before
Yeah, no, I know.
with two separate popcorns, dude. And
I don't
But
know.
I like the buffer zone.
You know what?
If you could do it, I always do the buffer zone.
You got
Hey,
to well, if
listen,
you share
I'm
armrests, so you got to have a
But-
buffer.
But
Yeah,
I'm saying
you got
there's
somewhere to
more.
put your
There's
shit.
more room now in between. Is all I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah, this is nice.
I don't know. I go back to the old high school days. If the
Listen.
bathroom's not crowded,
Hey.
you do every other urinal. You
I was
know?
just gonna say that it's not a urinal situation. That's
Yeah,
that
that's
you
easy.
go
That's
every
what's
other.
next. I'm
You
gonna
go
be in the
every
bathroom
other.
With you, you're
You know
like,
what
what
I
are you
mean?
doing? Scoot over here.
I mean, you might have to shake it for me, but you can come over and stuff.
Yeah, was the theater cold that day or something? Like I don't know.
I was hot. I had to take my hoodie off, dude.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
sweating a little bit.
Did he ask you to slide over after you took the hoodie off?
Yeah,
Okay, he probably saw something he wanted.
Exactly.
probably because my shirt comes off basically when I
What are you
take my
gonna do,
hoodie
huh?
off, dude.
But anyway, yeah, it was a good time though.
Yeah, I had a good time, man. I haven't been in the movies in a minute, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like to go to the movies a lot. So
Yeah, I used to go like every Friday,
I
but I
know.
kind of stopped doing it. They've been
Yeah, we hadn't
playing
gone
shit.
since
Gets expensive.
we saw Tag, right?
I think I might have went one more time after,
That's my
or it
foot
might have
guy.
been the last time actually. Foot.
Well, why'd you stop? Is it a price issue or is it just nothing out there?
Nothing good.
Yeah,
Nothing good and it's pricey. Both.
it is pricey.
Got to
The
go on
last-
Tuesdays, the matinee.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, right.
the last couple of like movies that I wanted to see, I kind of just skipped over, but I figure I could rent them when they come out. So
Yeah, I wanted to see that Mile 22 with Wahlberg.
yeah, it could have been real good.
Was that
Wahlberg
anyone see
always
that?
does good stuff. So.
Well, Rousey was in that too, actually.
Dude, I am just not a Ronda Rousey fan, dude. I just can't get into her, like even in wrestling or movies and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Absolutely.
don't like her as a person.
What about UFC? Did you like her in the UFC?
I hated her in the
No?
UFC.
Okay,
dude.
okay.
Really?
Hated
Okay,
her.
well,
Why?
that's-
Like why?
She was good for
why?
the
'Cause
sport.
She was fed opponents, dude. Like some of her fucking opponents were doing it for like a year.
I mean,
year
she
and a half.
ran through what her division was.
Well, she ducked
Yeah.
Cyborg a whole division down just so she didn't have to fight her.
I
So
mean, maybe towards the end she did duck Cyborg a
This
little
was
bit.
like when
Yeah.
they fought in like the same company beforehand.
I mean, I don't know much about her before she came.
Yeah,
I just don't like her because she was fed opponents, and then
Yeah.
like everybody acted like she was like some kind of world beater, and she finally fought someone that actually knew how to fight and got her fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
Happened the same thing to her in the Olympics when she got a bronze medal.
Yeah. Well,
So-
she's still the baddest woman on the planet.
I don't, dude. Amanda Nunez is the baddest woman on the
Yeah.
planet. Come on, man.
I do like Nunez. Let me
Hey,
pull up her.
Vince
her fight
McMahon.
Pull up
Vince
your shit.
McMahon doesn't say so.
Well, he is the leader on this, so
Yeah.
whatever the McMahon says goes.
Exactly.
But fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of glad we got to do the podcast this week.
What was
I
her
know.
name?
Who?
What were we just talking about?
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rousey.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Rowdy.
Wait, don't you already know
Rowdy
who she
Ronda
is?
Rousey.
Rowdy. Do you ever watch that movie They Live with Roddy Piper in it?
Nope.
It's fucking badass. You
Yeah.
gotta watch it. It's
Never
like
heard of it.
from
You
like
ever
the
watch the
80s.
movie Ready to Rumble?
Yeah, dude.
That's a good. I want to see that again. I can't find it anywhere.
You could probably get it on like Amazon, dude. Actually,
Has
I
to
might
be
have
on
rented
Amazon.
it on Amazon.
I want-
Anything else is on
It's like
Amazon.
$2 now, dude.
I tried to find it on
To own
Netflix. Nothing.
Nah, Netflix usually has like
Nothing.
everything that everybody else doesn't have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one. Nothing you
and
want.
vice versa, I
Yeah.
guess. So
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
So-
talking out my ass.
Let's see. So her last couple of fights were Nunez, which she lost in the
Yep.
first round.
Yeah.
Lost against Holly Holm
Yep.
Holly
in the
Holm.
second round.
Mm-hmm.
She won against Beth Correa.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad.
What has she done after that though, or before that? Who she fought? Bunch of nobodies.
Let's see. Beth Correa lost to Holly Holm. She tied. Won against Jessica I. Yeah, so not much there.
Wait, Rousey fought Jessica Ai?
No,
No, this
that's
is.
Gaya.
Oh,
She fought
Correa.
her
Yeah.
at the Stipe fight that we went to. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
She lost.
yeah, she did.
She was on the undercard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So really, every single fight that she won was in the first round, and it looks like within the first minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's
Except,
like she was
uh,
blowing through everybody.
Yeah, Misha Tate was 4 minutes. Liz Carmucci, 4:49. Other than that, every other fight was about 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really much of a fight. Yeah,
it was a pretty weak division. That was the thing.
I guess I'll give that one to Josh.
Sure.
I mean,
I
it's
mean,
not
when
like yeah.
When you really think about it, she really didn't fight that many big people.
if you think about it, like
I guess
who in that
Misha Tate
division-
was the
yeah.
biggest
Yeah.
that she beat against.
But it's not like in the lightweight division or like the featherweight division where anybody in that division could pretty much be champion on any night almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
how the fuck did we get out of that from the movies?
Well, because you're talking about Ronda being in
yeah,
the
that's
movie.
what it was.
you know.
Yeah,
She's still a hell of an actor, though. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, she's all right. Yeah, but
I love her in
just
the
don't
WWE
like her,
though.
you know,
Yeah, she's made for it. Yeah.
some people just have those people they just don't like. I guess. So
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah, just like I do not like Roman Reigns.
I don't like Roman Reigns.
Don't know
either.
the reason,
I mean-
just don't like him.
Yeah, no, it's easy. When you spoon fed him and just
Exactly.
they just keep pushing him and no one wants it. You know, classic.
I
Vince McMahon being out of touch with.
I don't like
people.
Tony Romo.
Dude, I didn't
Tony
like
Romo as an
Until he
announcer.
started
or
announcing.
quarterback.
Okay,
Quarterback,
okay,
all right.
okay. Yeah,
I was gonna
there's
say,
yeah.
Quarterback Tony Romo, I do not like.
He's a great
Alright.
announcer.
Don't really have a reason.
Well, that's fine. I
Well,
think,
part of
it
I
could
think
be 'cause
any
he hasn't
quarterback
played
on a
in 3
different
years.
team
That could be a
hate.
reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense that
You know.
if you didn't like him, because it's anybody who wants a different team, I would hate too.
Fucking who is that? Andy Dalton?
No, don't
No,
like him.
I just don't like him. It's
about
his
Joe
face.
Buck?
might not even be there.
I
this
hate
year
Joe
in
Buck.
Cincinnati.
Joe Buck.
Fuck Joe Buck.
Oh yeah.
Who's their backup? They still have McCarron?
No,
No, he got traded away or something.
I think they're gonna draft a quarterback. We'll see.
I saw in the news. It sounds like Eli might get either traded or shit canned. Even though I guess he wants another season or two. It sounds like OBJ is trying to drop hints to play with the Patriots. He's already told the Giants that he wants to get out of there. But Russell Wilson wants to come to the Giants. He told him.
Really?
That's
But if they get him, that might
'cause-
make
yeah, 'cause
OBJ stay.
his wife, yeah. Well.
You never know, though. But I still
Yeah.
want OBJ to the Pats because Brady hasn't had an elite receiver since Moss.
He's gonna need one
Hey,
for that 7th.
I want
rank,
OBJ
too.
to the
Or maybe
Browns.
Amendola. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, he would.
You
100%.
think?
He 100% would. He's best friends with Jarvis Landry, and his wide receivers coach from college is our wide receivers coach, Adam Henry.
Yeah, but he's a flashy guy. There's not much of a market in Cleveland.
Dude, if he came to Cleveland, this place would lose their fucking mind.
Well, he'd be the next LeBron.
I mean, well, Baker's the next LeBron, but I'm saying like OBJ would be right up there with him. You know what I mean? Like you just, yeah. I honestly think there's a I think like a 40 or 50% chance we could trade for Odell Beckham. I mean, realistically,
You'd have to give up a lot of draft picks.
well, that's the thing.
I don't think anything gets done until
Until the draft.
the
You know?
draft or until the Antonio Brown situation gets settled
Yeah.
to see what kind of thing he gets out of return for him. So I
Right,
mean, there's
which
a lot of
you-
stuff
you-
that
yeah, you
would
mark-
fall before OG.
Mark my
OBJ
words, they
gets-
will not get better than like a second round.
Oh, they
pick
shouldn't.
for him.
I mean, he's got a proven track record, but he costs too much in the cap.
He's
and
31 years
he's
old.
towards the end of his
Yeah,
career.
he's on the
Yeah.
other
He's
side of his career.
maybe got
2 or 3 good years
3,
left.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a cruising year
Yeah.
just to collect the paycheck.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see us. I would give up a first round pick and maybe a third round pick for him. You know, and throw him Ricardo Lewis or something.
Who?
Just exactly.
You know.
Who's our third string quarterback?
Drew
Drew
Stanton.
Stanton.
Yeah. Hey, you know
they're,
what?
They're gonna need a quarterback.
That guy's a genius, man.
I'm just saying.
That
They
guy's
were
a coach.
they were saying that we might be looking at Fitzmagic to be our backup.
That's a little Fitzmagic.
Yeah.
Solid
All right.
backup, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's a guy who can come in and win you a game or two, and he can, it's fucking Fitzmagic, dude.
That's true.
I like the beard. He looks
Oh
he's
my
way
God.
better with the beard.
Dude, that after that one game when he came out and Deshaun Jackson's
Oh,
get
yeah.
up, dude, that was hilarious.
Looked
was so
like
funny.
that Irish guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
Hey,
Conor
Who,
McGregor.
who the
Who
fuck
the
is that
fuck?
guy?
he really did look exactly like him. I
Yeah,
was
that's
so
what-
shocked when I saw
That's
that.
what you wanted to say when you saw him watching the
see
podium.
him you see him in a football uniform, and you don't think
Yeah.
he looks like him, but then when you
Dude.
put all that stuff on, he looked exactly like him. I was like,
That
what
was
the hell?
my profile picture on my fantasy team for a
Really?
minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Was he wearing like the Conor McGregor suit that he made or whatever?
He had
It
like
was Deshaun Jackson.
jewelry on. He had
Have
the
you seen it?
glasses.
Have you
Like,
seen it?
oh
I've
my
never
god.
seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like the glasses on that Conor would wear, so it like it like
Oh, sorry.
it like
That's quite a hype train for a photo.
yeah.
He's really getting into it.
This guy.
But yeah, it was definitely a spectacle, and then he started sucking again, and then he gets pulled.
Mhm.
That's I mean, here.
Let's see this here. Dude, he looks just like Conor McGregor.
I know
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's what we're
saying.
saying.
I was so surprised, like,
Wow.
because him in a football uniform, you don't think he looks anything like him, and then
All right, I
It
can see
was
that.
great. That was awesome.
I like
But anyway, yeah. So what's on your mind?
Let's talk
today?
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Okay.
Start of the season.
This is gonna be
Okay.
Was it Denny Hamlin?
Denny Hamlin was last week.
Yeah.
And speaking of last week, it was a fucking project just to watch the end of that race.
Tell me about this because I wasn't here for this one. I really wanted to see.
Okay,
this.
so you guys know I'm cheap in certain areas.
Well, regardless of that, though, the race itself had two or three red flags.
Let him talk
Yeah.
about his cheapness first.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, are you talking about the crashes or?
No, I'm talking
well,
about
that was
we're talking
part of
about
it, yeah.
we're talking
Oh.
about you.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, there's both.
He's
because
just trying to be nice right now. So go ahead and talk about
But
yours.
go ahead, yeah. There was
Wait,
both of those things.
Eric
put
was
together.
all.
It wasn't just me. He's
Yeah. Okay.
Come on
Everyone
now.
was annoyed because I don't pay for cable or internet, or I have internet. That's it.
I
Yep.
don't believe you.
I'm not adding an extra $30 to my bill for 2 years. I might
Fuck
add it.
that.
Hey.
If it was month to month, I'd do it.
what's an extra $30 when you're financing a bed and you're financing a laptop and you're probably financing some other shit? What's $30 a month, right? Anyway, go ahead.
I'm financing this new laptop now so you can run the webcams.
Your new laptop.
Did you just break your mic over there?
Yeah, dude, I'm good. I got the boom all fucked up, but
Yeah, he's fine.
he's
Might need
cheap
some
in
help.
certain areas.
While he's fixing that, go on with your
Go on.
story.
Yeah, go on.
I got it here.
So
I'm
I
on the
just
fly.
I stream all my events, and like anything you want to get is on Reddit. You can get UFC, you can get NASCAR, you can get baseball, basketball, football, literally any sport except NASCAR. It's so hard to find streams for
Because
it.
we watched the Super Bowl on that here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and it
so
was perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
like
perfect.
You'll
yeah.
find hundreds of streams for that. You can find MotoGP, F1. For some reason, NASCAR is the hardest one to find a stream for, and I don't know if they pay money to shut it down or if maybe it's not as big of an audience.
I
Might be
doubt
an
it.
audience thing.
But I mean, they have a huge. But either way, so you'll find maybe 2 or 3 streams, and some of them are halfway around the world. Like when we watched the Daytona 500, it was an Australian stream, so all the commercials were in like pounds and shit.
That's awesome.
So it ran perfect up until probably the last 20 laps is when it kept cutting out, and I had to re-upload the stream and go to different streams, and that's when all the crashes were happening and everything. But other than that, it was a good race.
Yeah.
The 2 guys I was rooting for didn't win, but you know,
Yeah, the one guy you're like, oh man, this guy's awesome, and then he wrecks like 10 laps later.
he did wreck. It wasn't his fault
95.
though. He got caught up.
That wasn't his fault.
Hey,
It
how did he
was,
do this? How did he do today? That guy.
Yeah, he was in the mid-teens to 20s. He wasn't running good the whole day. It's Matt DiMinetto.
Oh.
I just like rooting for him because he's the little guy, you know.
Yeah.
You got to give him something.
Yeah.
But my main guy is Joey Logano. He placed. He was 4th in the Daytona 500. He was actually leading with like 30 laps to go, and in this race, and his pit crew fucked him.
Yeah.
He was running. He had a loose wheel, so he had to pit, and then he lost a whole lap. So he
Dude,
got
that got
fucked there.
intense at the end. Did you see the last couple laps?
Yeah.
He was
I thought-
closing.
Well, who
It was
was
Keselowski who won.
Keselowski won.
And
2 of his teammates, a couple laps earlier, they shredded tires on the left front, and so they were worried about him doing the same thing. And so he was kind of taking it easy. He had like a 1.5-second lead, and then he just kind of kept slowing down.
he almost took it easy too much.
Yeah. So he caught
It was
Truex.
Truex.
Yeah. He got within like 0.2 of a second, and then with the new rules, they got rid of this restrictor plate and they added that aero package. So the front splitter's massive, and you can see the tailwind for this year's rules. It's a lot farther than it was. So as soon as you get a catch of it, like 3-4 car lengths behind now, it's so much farther. You can get right up on his ass because there's no wind resistance.
Okay.
So he almost fucked that one up until like turn 2 is when he started
Pulling away.
pulling away.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Entertaining.
if NASCAR didn't have crashes, would you guys still watch?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
I think a good portion of the
Yeah.
audience is
they look for the crashes.
I
mean, it's
If you don't have a
entertaining.
driver that you're
if you
rooting
don't have
for.
a driver,
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing, man. Like
that,
if you
yeah,
get,
I have a feeling that's like one of the biggest sports where you got to have somebody.
you
to
got to have a
root
horse
for.
in the race, man.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I mean, for many years, man, Mark Martin was my driver, and I
What
rooted
about
for
Tony
him.
Stewart?
No, he
I
killed a
love Tony
guy.
Stewart.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, but
I
So
like
did
but you have a
Syracuse
guy you like, and you root
coach.
for him. And then in that case, you're just watching where he's at, watching
Yeah.
how he's doing, and that's if you find a driver that you like, but
500 laps. That's way too many for me.
Well, it was
That's a lot, dude.
It depends on the track length.
Yeah.
Too. Daytona runs fast because it's a large
speedway.
oval, so they're clocking like 190s, 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Most of the other races are tiny tracks.
Yeah,
like
they're
Atlanta,
mile and a half tracks.
Atlanta's like mile and a quarter.
Yeah,
So
between a mile and a mile and a half.
Hey, what
Yeah.
if Max Verstappen would come and do NASCAR?
Oh,
Would you
dude,
do
it'd be
that?
badass.
Right?
I love
That'd
that
be
guy.
fucking Cool.
F1.
Max Verstappen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Formula One.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Who's Mercedes Lewis? Who's that guy? The asshole who's always fucking winning. He races for Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Anyway.
Mercedes team.
Yeah, he races for the Mercedes team. I can't think of his
I
name.
know you're talking. I can't think of his
Yeah,
fucking
the
name.
black
either.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercedes Lewis.
Yeah,
But
Mercedes.
he's always screwing over his teammates.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah, but what were we talking about?
racing.
NASCAR.
Oh, yeah.
And
racing.
NASCAR in general.
Did you guys watch the race today?
A little bit
Some
of it.
yeah.
Last
I
couple laps.
saw no major crashes except for the ones in the pits.
I like
we
that
did
one.
see
He
that,
just
too.
Yeah,
we
that was,
did.
that was the only
Smashed
thing that
Yeah.
happened.
That was great.
He said he was looking at his tack. It's like,
Like, what
No,
are
that
you
dude was
doing,
that dude was legit
But-
texting and driving.
but the dude in
Absolutely.
front of him, his pit stop wasn't for another 5-6 lanes.
Yeah, what was he doing
He
getting
just
over?
hit the brakes way early.
Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, pit crews were fucking it up today.
Yeah, man.
It was real bad. A couple of loose wheels. One of the guys, they jacked up the car. They had the back wheel off, and they had the front wheel. They were getting ready to take it off, and he put it in reverse and backed it up. And the crew chief's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" So that cost him the race right there. He took like a 45-second pit stop right there. It was already into the last stage.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm getting out of here one way or another."
I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna go get a hot dog at the snack bar or something.
Well, the dude
Like
who
in a dog.
fucked up his
Yeah.
front end in the pits, they didn't call a caution yet, so he was already driving out on the track with smoke blowing everywhere.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
yeah.
"You're a moron, dude! You're getting oil all over the
Why do
fucking
you
track."
stay in the pits?
Yeah, you got to keep racing, man. You can't give up. This isn't Derek Jeter when you know you're gonna get a
Derek
fly out and you just jog. You
Calling
gotta
calling
ride it out.
DJ out.
Hey, it's
shit.
first
The Hall
name
of
that came
Famer,
out.
first ballot.
You shot Derek Jeter.
Okay,
Hey.
okay, A-Rod maybe. We'll go with
Yankee
A-Rod.
Clipper and paper bitch on the case.
Paper bitch.
Paper bitch.
You ever do a desk pop, Josh?
Hey,
Last
what
time
was
I did
your?
was September 04. So yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go shoot him, man.
Oh yeah. You
Ah,
gotta cock him, bro.
there you go.
Thanks for.
Boom.
Ah,
I think we're empty.
there we
Whoa.
go. Oh, that one had one in
That
it.
one had one in
There
it.
we go. We had a desk pop here.
You want to try it out,
Yeah.
Josh?
Don't
okay.
point
Yeah.
at me, you
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Mike, duck. These
Oh.
are cool, dude.
No, that was the last one in there.
What was that airsoft gun?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
pellets. I think it's spring load.
That's cool.
Oh. What were we going to say?
No, I was just gonna ask you what you something you wanted to talk about.
Oh, we got to tell this table story.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna ask if
hey.
you were waiting for
Yeah,
Paul.
who's
Well,
gonna tell it?
Paul's not gonna be here though.
Yeah, Paul, it's a school night.
Can
so
we put Paul on blast? You want to put him on blast?
I think you just did.
we just did.
Nobody else knows what that means.
Well,
He's in
I just
school.
didn't know if we were waiting
Oh,
for him to.
He doesn't actually
tell
go to
the
school,
table.
right?
No.
Okay, exactly. So nobody else knows what that means.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
Ah.
So he goes to work early in the morning. So he gets up at like 4 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to see if he would come on. He'll listen to this tomorrow and probably give me shit for it.
I love you, Paul. Andrew
But-
Truck.
But
Paul, I like you too, but
you're still an asshole after this story.
and also you didn't show up, so I don't like you that much.
Damn.
He showed up on Thursday. It was a school night.
That was for your birthday,
Hey, he still showed up.
Yep.
I was surprised.
were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I say I've been waiting to hear this for 2 weeks. Go
so
ahead.
to start this story, we had a black folding table from Walmart for the first couple episodes of the podcast, and the booms on here were too heavy, so they were leaning in, and the table was getting all fucked up. And like if you tried to move the booms, they wouldn't work. And so we've been looking for a table, and I looked online, and they were all like $300-400 for a decent table, and like my budget was like $20.
They're fucking so expensive, dude. They're ridiculous.
And so I've been looking on like Craigslist, and I thought about building one, and just building one for the size that we wanted. Me and Josh were gonna build it. It was like $200 in wood.
Yeah.
And I was like, at that price, I'll buy one for another $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy
You
them
know.
if they already built.
So I've been asking around, and finally Josh tells me, he goes, "Hey, my aunt's got a table." I was like, "Sweet." I was like, "You got pictures?" He goes, "Nah." He goes, "But it should be big enough." I go, "All right." I was like, "I trust him." And
Last time
so,
you did that.
yeah.
Bad idea.
So I go over to Paul's house, because I don't have a truck anymore. I go, "Hey, can I borrow your truck?" He goes, "Yeah, it's cool." So I go over to his house, I pick up the truck, and I drive. It was way down in Cleveland, like
It's
by
like,
the
it's
by
like
the
80
zoo.
miles, dude.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that far.
It's almost, dude, it was from like...
From
Round
there and
trip.
back?
From here?
Round trip?
Isn't
No,
it?
no, from here to it was like 45 or 50.
Is it?
Yeah, it was about
I
an
thought it
hour
was
drive
more.
still. No,
My bad.
but still, way out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, we're finally getting a table. So we show up. Josh is nowhere to be found. He said he'll be there. He shows up 45 minutes later.
That's not true.
I showed up earlier than I should have.
You said I would be there at 7, and I said, all right, I'll be there in like 10 minutes, and I show up at 7:09.
Okay, well, I showed up at 6:15.
Yeah, he showed up way early.
So
Wow.
he got back to me texting
Oh,
late.
wow.
So I just park it, and like I'm looking for the house, and it's like kind of a shady area. I'm like,
It's not
"Damn,
the best
what
neighborhood."
did you get me into, Josh? So I'm looking around, and like 3 ambulances drive by with their lights on. There's a cop rolling up and down the street, and I can tell he's eyeballing me because I'm just sitting there, and he kind of just slows down every time he gets close to the truck, and I'm like, shit, like I'm over here. I don't know what I was doing. I was on my phone doing something, and so finally Josh shows up. He calls me. I go, you close? He goes, yeah, I'm about 10 minutes away. And I go, all right. He goes, did you go in? I go, no, I didn't go in. I'm
Just went in, dude.
just show up to somebody's house. I go, is anybody home? He goes, no. I go, I'm not going to go into somebody's house that I don't know.
Move a table by yourself.
Move a table by myself where nobody's home. Like, I'm a white guy.
With
in
the
a,
cops going down the street, too.
Yeah, I was like, that's not a good look for me. So he shows up. Josh just walks in the door like he owns the place. Turns out there are people in there. There's 2 kids in there. One of them's watching TV, and the other one's in the kitchen or whatever. So we go downstairs and look at this table, and the table is about this size, but without this leaf. And so I didn't know it was an expanding table, and I was like, it's a little smaller than I thought, but it'll work. So I'm taking the legs off, and like there's spider webs on it. There's paint. There's mold growing on one of them. I'm like, ah, shit. I'm thinking to myself, like, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to fix.
And it was
this up.
heavy as fuck,
Yeah,
too.
it was super fucking.
So it was like
heavy.
Oakwood, huh?
Dude, it was...
Yeah. So we
Wow.
pick it up, and Josh starts walking away, and I'm just holding it, and it starts like expanding. I'm like, oh, it's an expanding table, okay. And he's walking and walking, and he walked like 5 feet. And this thing was, I was like, holy shit, it's a long ass table.
Yeah.
And I go, you got the extensions for it, the leaves? And he's like, I don't know. So he asked the kid in there, and he said no. I'm like, well, we don't have the leaves. And
Got
so
mold.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
got mold on it. And I didn't want to say no because I didn't want to hurt Josh's feelings.
It could hurt my feelings,
yeah.
dude. Fuck, I asked for a
we
free
went,
table.
we went through all this work, and he seemed kind of proud of it. So
I was proud that I came through.
yeah,
on
he
something.
came
Came
through.
through for one. In the clutch.
So I was just like, all right,
Atta boy.
whatever.
I tried.
So we're talking, and so he's kind of giving me the vibe of like, I don't know about this one either. And I was like, all right, that's my yin. I was like,
That was your in right
let's
there,
scrap
dude.
this table idea then. And so I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, and I remember my parents have a huge one in their basement. It's probably twice the size of this one. But I was like, it'll be big enough, And so while we're in their living room, I call my parents, and they go, yeah, we'll be home in 45 minutes. You can pick it up. I go, sweet, I already got the truck. My parents' house is on the way to my house, so it all works out. So we drive to my parents' house. They're not home yet. So me and Josh are sitting in the driveway for 10 minutes. I tell Paul what's going on with the table. And he goes, oh, I have a table. And I go, really? I go, I told you 2 days ago I needed to borrow your truck to pick up a table. You knew I was picking up a table. I was looking for one. So at that point, I go, he sends me a picture, and I go, oh, shit, that'll work. So we drive over to his house. He's got like 6 fucking tables in his basement. It's like I'm walking into Northeast Factory Direct over there. And so I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, my God.
So we loaded up in the truck, and he helps us drive it over. And Josh is just standing there laughing because we walked through like maybe 4 doorways, and half of them didn't fit. We had to take the door
Got
off
good
the
pictures
office
of
here.
this, by the way.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Josh got
God.
pictures of us walking up the stairs. It got stuck between the walls and the stairs.
Yeah, it was so wide. Dude.
Yeah, it's like you can see it's rubbed off, and we didn't want to take the legs off because there's a lot of screws.
Heard that
So,
before.
and so we finally got it set up in here, and then so it looks a lot cleaner. I drilled holes underneath. I put these hooks in there, so I got the cable management squared away. But long story short, I drove about over 200 miles. And I wasted like maybe a quarter,
Whose house did I missed
quarter
it.
tank of
Whose house
Paul's.
did you go to for that table?
That's
Paul's
my aunt's
house.
No.
no Josh's
Oh,
aunt's
Josh's
house.
house.
Your aunt's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whose kids were there?
My cousins.
Yeah, so his cousins, her
But the
kids.
table was like, I kept asking. I was like, "Are we stealing somebody's
Turns
table?"
out it was a shareable home. They owned the bottom level. And
Oh, so
the
that
other
could've
tenants
been,
were in the top.
That could have been
They
anywhere.
shared a basement. It was the other tenant's table. It wasn't even their table.
We were looking. He looks around. He's like, "Why do you got so many washers and dryers?"
Yeah, and then he goes, "Oh, it's the neighbors." I go, "Is this
The
the neighbor's
neighbors?
table?"
So who
Well, I
said
don't
you
know.
could take the table?
My aunt said I could take the table because like I guess they left it there, or it was there. What did he say? It was there when
It was there when they got there. The other tenants were there when they got there too.
Yeah, so we're
So-
just gonna take their fucking table. Go off with
All
the
right.
table.
Wow. And then Paul, man.
Yeah, and then Paul. So he came in clutch, after
After all that work.
all the work.
Jesus Christ.
You know, the best part is John wanted to put the leaf into the table, so it was easier to carry.
Yeah, I didn't want to
out.
take 2 trips.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
wanted to put the leaf
so
in
that's
the
what made
table.
it so wide.
And no, the fucked up part is like he's going up this fucking steps at Paul's house, and it's like you got like 3 feet to move anywhere in that fucking. It's just like shoulder wide, dude. Like you cannot get anything there. Like I do not know where the fuck how he got the furniture down there in the first place.
And then on top of that, Paul got it from Patrick. It was like this table's
So
just
your
been,
other brother didn't
Yeah,
say
it's
anything
passed
either.
down
Yeah,
to
no.
the family, dude.
No, this table's just been rolling around.
Going through the family.
Yeah, just been sitting in
Where
basements.
it's going next?
Yeah.
It's going to be
So
here for a long time.
Honestly, this table looks like it was your parents because it looks like it was built in like the 70s or something.
Dude, it's solid, man.
I
Look
know,
at
that's what
that
I'm
chair
saying.
is what came
This
with
right
it.
here.
This chair's actually really
baby.
comfortable.
Fucking wicker.
Nice, dude. That one too?
Yeah, I actually kind of like this chair because
You got a wicker one?
Yeah, I gotta say
Yeah.
when you do,
What the
but, like
hell?
I'm like rocking forward.
I
And
I don't know
shit,
why it
so-
only came with 2 chairs.
I'm surprised
though.
it's so comfortable. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
other one's probably got
Hey, he's got
lost
like
at some
9.
point.
Yeah, he's got like 900 chairs down there. You should see this
Yeah.
place. It's cool. He's got
So
a poker table.
Paul is the new
Yeah.
Northeast Factory Direct. So
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
He's got a poker table. He's got a dartboard.
Oh, that dartboard is so cool.
Josh was trying to move into his basement.
Hey, Paul, let me, Paul. I will pay rent, everything like that, buddy. Me and you. Let's do
He'll
it.
probably do your laundry.
I like doing my own laundry. That's where I kind of,
Yeah.
draw the line. But
Game-
No, I'm
game-
saying you'll do Paul's
I'll
laundry.
do Paul's laundry.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
if he
yeah.
lets me move in, dude.
Yeah, underwear
Game
especially.
7, Cavs NBA Finals.
Game 7.
Hey Josh, you want to go downtown? We're gonna go downtown. We're gonna go watch the game next to the queue. Come on, you coming?
Nah, I got to do laundry, foot.
He had to do laundry.
He had to do
He
laundry.
had to do laundry instead of go watch
Um,
Game 7 of the NBA Finals,
You're welcome,
The
by the way.
Cavs.
He thought he was a jinx too, though.
winning the championship.
Because every time that I would come over to watch the game,
no, not
they
true.
would
not
fucking
true.
lose.
Not true. False.
what they
False.
win one game out of the whole playoff series that I watched it with you guys?
They swept the first 2 series. Toronto 4-2, and then
Yeah.
came back and beat. You were there
See
for
that?
almost all the games we watched.
Yeah, I didn't want to jinx myself. I thought I was gonna be
Your
like
jinx
another,
is bullshit.
and then, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here, do my laundry, finish that up,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna go watch the game with my
Hey,
cousin.
and what did I
What'd you say?
What?
come again?
What was the last part?
Oh, I had to do laundry and then fold it and go to work the next day.
I heard a little something
Yeah,
different
that's
there.
how
the
it
other
is.
day.
I don't know. That's
you
new,
watched
new
the game with your
information.
cousin, huh?
What?
Yeah,
You
uh-huh.
ditched
That's
us.
bullshit. Why would I?
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna go
Yeah, the-
downtown.
The real
guy, huh?
story comes out.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, a couple
3 years
years
later.
I've been telling you guys this every time. I told you I only missed like fucking 3 minutes of the whole game.
Huh.
You still could have drove downtown.
Yeah, man.
I was not driving downtown. They
You
closed
could
off
have came with
downtown.
us.
Yeah, you could have came with us.
We were coming. We offered you to ride with us.
Yeah, but I was doing laundry.
And what did I tell you? I said, hey, listen, I don't care what you're doing. How many times are we ever going to get to go watch a Game 7 of the NBA Finals downtown?
We were hoping a little bit more than that, but
Yeah, it almost was until like last year. And
Yeah.
shit.
So, how many times are we going to get that chance? Now, it's looking like never again.
Hey, but I did
And guess
see
what?
it.
When you get to tell your grandchildren one day, hey, what were you doing when the Cavs won the championship?
Laundry.
Man, I was folding my underwear, actually.
Dude, it's history. I can say whatever I
You
want.
know. But we know that's not
His-
true.
his-
We know it's not
he
true.
can lie to us.
I was downtown with me and my friend Eric and John.
My buddy WC was doing his laundry.
Yeah, I could do
Yeah,
that.
you're going to turn the story
Yeah,
on.
you
me.
switch the
Turn the
story
story
around. You just
around,
put
dude.
yourself as a different character.
Yeah,
No, but you know the truth right here. The truth is in the...
yeah. Truth
the
is in the
tape.
pudding,
Nope, it's in the tape right here.
or is that the proof? I'm the one holding the camera. Look, see that was if you look, you can see me right off to the
Oh,
left.
that's me. Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a,
You
it was a
guys
good
look
day.
like you're dead.
Oh, it was hot there.
It was emotional.
Yeah.
Very
looked
emotional.
like
This
you
guy
were-
was crying.
It's
We were all crying. I'm not
acceptable.
gonna call
It's
it. We were all crying.
It's like Ron Swanson says.
I used to have a picture of you.
Two times in my life where I cried.
I used to have
Cry.
that picture of you when you were just you looked like you were Chinese in that picture.
Get
So
the fuck
I'm
out
not
of
kidding you. It was so weird.
Chinese.
It was
But,
when the Cavs
yeah.
won, and then when that girl died. Spoiler alert! In Bridge to Terabithia.
Isn't that movie like 15 years old?
Hey,
John?
there's some people who still haven't seen The Sopranos.
Breaking, but Ric Flair won the '92 Royal Rumble. Just
Just
Breaking.
I heard that on what was it? The Luke Thomas show the one day they were talking about this kind of shit. Like the dude was like, "Fucking spoiler, dude." He's like, "Oh, well, you know, the movie's how
Yeah.
old?" And he
Yeah,
says
what's
that.
your rules on that?
What?
How long before you could spoil
Oh,
something?
I don't give a shit. I'll
Yeah,
say
I don't
it.
care.
I say it 2 weeks.
Dude.
If a show's been
Yeah.
a show's been aired, I say 2 weeks. And if it's a movie, I say a month because it's about a month long in the theater. So
Yeah.
I was I would just say
Hey, as long as
Rocky.
if you're not an asshole, then just don't. You know what I mean? If someone says, "Hey, I didn't see that," can you not? Say
Oh yeah,
something?
then don't.
Oh yeah, no, that's a different story.
I'll do it the night that people are gonna go see this fucking movie. I was doing it when Rocky came out with his
The
movie.
Rocky 6 or whatever.
Yeah, the first time it came back after
Yeah.
like however long.
Yeah, I saw
It was
that.
like opening night, and I went to see it, and like people were waiting in line. This is at Ridge too, by the way, before they changed everything inside.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was walking out. I was like, dude, it's just like the first one when he fucking lost. It's no big deal. And people were like giving me like the fucking evil eye and shit. I kind of turned into kind of an asshole, I guess. So
Asshole.
it is what it is. But
That's cool.
yeah, it's all right. But yeah, you could cry when you do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not the bridge to Terabithia, but
I was like 9.
John, it's no excuse.
All right.
All right, I'll give you a pass if you give me a pass at the time that I cried when Frosty died.
Frosty who?
The
The
snowman.
snowman.
He died?
Yeah, which one did you watch?
I've never seen it.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
Is this like a live action?
yeah,
He melts, dude.
Jack Frost.
Doesn't he melt?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he melts in the cartoon. You
Is
know?
that the one
Summertime
with
has to
Mr.
come, right?
Heat Miser?
Yeah,
The
put him in the
heat laser?
freezer.
No, Mr. Heat Miser.
Yeah, but hey, you can do it at the Grand Canyon.
What?
You can cry at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Why would you cry
Why
there?
would you cry?
Like when
beautiful.
Joe Dirt's parents left him there,
Yeah, I could cry then.
right?
Yep.
Sad.
I don't know if I'd ever cry at a picture of something.
No,
or-
not the
or
picture. When
nature.
you're seeing it
Yeah,
in
I still
person,
wouldn't cry.
Yeah, no.
it's something beautiful.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Nah,
cry
hey,
though.
Ron Swanson
I'm more of
says
a
I can
crier
cry
of-
at the Grand Canyon and it's acceptable. So
I'm more of a crier of pain, not
Dude, this is the
Scenery.
part of the podcast where people turn us off right
Yeah, we're struggling through
I
this
mean-
one.
all right, well let's talk
All right,
about
let's switch
girls
it up.
in
Switch it up,
jeans
man.
or yoga pants. Which
I'm
one do
getting
you guys
bored just
prefer?
sitting here.
okay.
Jeans.
Jeans.
Oh.
I got a jeans guy. All right.
Jeans.
Okay,
What?
so jeans or yoga pants on a
They
girl.
leave it more up to the imagination.
Yes, that's exactly what I was.
There you go.
Exactly. Fucking word for
Yeah,
fucking
no,
word,
I'm
dude.
I'm with you guys on
Yoga
that.
pants are too much.
And I'm not
'Cause
gonna listen. I'm not saying yoga pants are bad
Nope.
because I love them
It's
I was
like
just saying
like
it's
porn.
Friday, Mike.
because they make an average ass look great.
Mhm.
I love it.
Would you rather watch porn. Well, okay, assume you're 15 again.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
That Sears catalog,
Yep.
Oh,
porn.
John, you had Sears catalog when you were 15?
His mom did.
Yeah, my mom did.
That was like 6 years ago. They stopped making it like in
Mrs. Erickson's
95.
Mrs. Erickson's flipping through the pages
What do you mean?
trying to find a new summer
No,
dress,
I-
and the pages are sticking together.
I guarantee she
I
never
ripped
seen
them
that
out.
Sears
I ripped
catalog.
them out. It was the J.C. Penney catalog.
You kept them under your bed sheets.
There were two spots that I would rip out because it was like the size of a phone book.
Yeah,
They were big, yeah.
So I would rip
That's
out the
funny.
toy section, and I'd rip out the lingerie section.
Yep.
One time there was there was this catalog. It was called the Duluth Trading.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It's like
about.
clothes for old people.
Yeah.
They have one page in there that's called massagers.
Isn't that a men's fucking clothing outlet?
No, it's both.
Is it?
Yeah, they
Okay.
just advertise for men's
All
underwear
right.
and
I was
shit.
saying, I never seen
But,
like women.
it's
shit.
like sundresses and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I'm getting to is Sears catalog. It's all in your head, man. You're watching porn. It's like, yeah, it's great, but it kind of gets old.
It's all laid out in front of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
know?
You got to leave something to the.
Got nothing to think
Yeah,
about.
your vinegar strokes were way
Yeah.
better when you were just thinking about it.
All right, so
That's
So yeah,
great.
jeans.
So
but it's
jeans,
got to be
huh?
a good pair of jeans.
Got it. It can't
Hey.
be just like some old randy.
And if
pair
we
of
if we
jeans.
can do
It's
the
gotta be
ones without the
nice.
pockets on the ass, that's even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you know what's
Because
really
there's
good?
nothing to imagine about that.
Like those little tiny tears at the bottom of like the ass. You know
yeah,
what I
like
mean?
like that. Yeah.
You know,
The
fuck
hand-
knows.
yeah.
there's a lot. I mean, there's
Like
a
when
lot
the
of
jeans
them.
are kind of ripped, John.
Right below
Little
the
frayed?
ass.
Yeah,
Little
like
frayed?
right, yeah, fray, like right
Oh.
below the ass. You
Uh-huh.
kind of see a little like cheeky.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
see
yeah.
that?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fucking hot.
But would you rather see the cheek or the panty line?
cheek.
No, panty line.
I mean,
Ah.
I like seeing
Really?
kind of like
Cheeks
a little bit
nice
of
to
cheek
see.
peeking out.
I
you know
like
what
a
mean?
cheek peek,
Little
man.
cheekster.
What if it's half and half?
Well, then you have the
Alright.
best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's
like
best.
that's
both
what
worlds.
you have a
Alright.
2-inch hole. One inch is the panty line, and the other inch is the.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, I think it all changes because like nowadays, what do you say if you go somewhere? 90% of the time you'll see yoga pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Might be even higher.
There
oh
are
my
so
God.
many more girls wearing yoga pants now.
Well, I got one better for you. Yoga pants in the winter, or cleavage in the summer.
Wait,
Shit, wow, what?
What does the season have to do with it?
No, people don't really. You're not showing cleavage in the winter.
How about when they go inside the house?
That's different.
What?
I'm talking about like you're just walking around outside.
It's different. Cleavage is cleavage, bud.
Yeah, they kind of like apples and oranges.
Yeah, but it's better.
talking about like a nice bag of sand,
Fuck outta here.
dude. Do you even know what cleavage is?
I'm talking about like
Oh my
the
God.
low cut, just a tank top.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
tank tops, dude.
Give me the tank top for 500, please.
Yeah. So what's better? Would you have the
Winter time. And
the tank top in the summer or the yoga pants in the winter?
Give me yoga.
I'm gonna go with a nice unzipped kind of hoodie in the fall. You know what I mean? Where you still get
Alright.
cleavage, you know, but
Like a turtleneck with the hole cut?
Hey, how about a bathing suit where it shows pretty much all her ass in the summertime?
I like a one piece.
Is that a
a
thing?
onesie.
Yeah. But the high cut up the hip
What?
like Kourtney Kardashian.
That-
I know
did.
what you mean.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
That's
I
been
got
that's been getting popular. The
Yeah.
one
One
pieces
piece.
all over again.
It leaves it to
Yeah.
the imagination, man.
That's what it's all about.
It's
man.
all about the
If you're wearing a
imagination.
bathing suit, I don't need to imagine anything. It's
No,
right there.
no. Would
It's
you rather
right
see your
there.
woman naked or in lingerie?
naked?
lingerie.
Yeah, lingerie.
Mike? Mike?
See?
That's tough.
No, that's easy.
No, that's
Mike?
tough.
It's more fun to take off lingerie.
Dude, I don't care.
You're an
Mike.
animal over here.
You know
Mike.
what?
You're not wearing your animal t-shirt.
Not today,
Damn
no.
it! You wore that last night.
Live large. Yeah. No.
Fuck, that'd be perfect.
That's a tough question. That's good.
Well, you're the deciding vote.
I think it's more. Sorry, I dropped my gun. I was thinking so hard.
You doing a desk pop over there? What are you doing?
When's your last death?
Well, I mean, if I'm ready to jump right into it, then I'd want her to be naked. But if
Pow!
if I'm going for a little slow tease,
There you
then
go.
it's lingerie. So it
Okay.
all
All
depends on
about
what
the
you're in
slow
for.
tease.
You're riding the line, man. It's a straightforward question.
Yeah.
What about a pull to the side?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
Oh,
then
yeah.
then you're getting me on the team there. But okay.
See?
But hold on.
No, there
hold
you
on.
go.
The question still stands.
Give me some lingerie then.
Oh yeah, we got it. We got it.
man.
Yeah.
You could always change it up on the event. Valentine's Day.
I need
Got your
a guy to
birthday.
tie it up, and he goes the other way.
Yep.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
That's
Foot.
fine. You take yours in lingerie, and I'll take them ready to go.
Here you go.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready.
Hot and ready like a Little Caesars pizza.
Oh, yep.
That's right.
I guess since we're on this, we'll go with the age-old tits or ass.
Damn. Ooh.
I am not partial on that one, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Ass.
Yeah, ass.
I was thinking ass too. That's tough.
A pancake ass? You're okay with that?
No, I'm saying like like
You know what I'm saying?
the question is
Or
which
you have
one,
a great
hold on.
great ass and the flapjack titties.
The question is which one do you like better, right?
Ass.
I'm saying I don't care. They're both nice. I'm
Oh
not.
yeah, they're both nice.
Yeah,
know
they're
what
both
I mean?
nice.
What would you
You'd
rather
rather-
have enhanced?
Yeah.
What would you rather have a really nice
What was your answer?
ass?
Yeah.
Ass, yeah.
What are you putting your meat in?
So
Between the cheeks.
if you
Well,
had a
but there's.
stripper,
I mean, you
would
can do
rather-
so much with a nice rack too.
If you had a
You can
stripper,
stare
would
at
you
'em and
want her
suck
to have
on 'em,
big
that's it.
tits
You can do
and
more
no
than
ass?
that.
Nah, that's
You
too
can.
Much. Nah,
Not that much work.
that's,
I'm just saying.
everything's all slippery and
Since when is that a bad
then
thing?
you got to get way up on her chest. That's too much work.
Have her
too much-
slide down. What do you mean?
Too much work.
Hey, it's not. Listen, you don't know how to party. All right. Yeah. No, I'll go with you. Okay. I'll go with the ass. All right.
All right, so
Four-
we
four
agree
nothing.
jeans
Jeans,
and ass
lingerie.
and lingerie, right?
Well, you guys pick one.
Majority decision, yeah.
And Jordan decision.
Yeah.
75% of us thought that. So
And the 25% just prefer to have your woman naked. So that's cool.
Well, you could always take it off and then she's naked.
yeah,
Well, that's. I mean, you're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
But what?
you get to see it.
Yes.
gotta
You
appreciate it.
got to wait like
It-
5 minutes.
it
I'm gonna
depends what
see it
you're
now.
into. Are you into that
Yeah.
slow tease or are
Yeah.
you just
He'll probably
I'm-
bang her in joggers and
Jogger.
a pair of New Balance. He's like, I don't care. If it's hot and ready, I'm taking it out of the oven.
Let's go.
oh baby, I'm hot tonight.
Yeah.
Put it on a plate. Huh?
There's nothing more of a turn on.
yeah.
Here's your football, young
Yeah,
man.
this is like hey, do you want your food microwaved or do you want cook in the
Yeah,
oven?
exactly. It's like I shop
Oh,
at
man.
Gucci. You're over here shopping at Payless, man. This fucking guy. He's shopping on the clearance rack.
Payless closed.
Did they?
They did. They
Yeah.
closed all their
Oh
locations.
man, no more bogos.
No
Yeah,
more
no.
BOGOs.
I bought a $5 pair of dress shoes there for one date one time.
No, you could have got it for $1 if you waited.
Hey,
Yeah.
is that when you took? Never mind. I was gonna say when you took someone out for ice cream that
No.
shouldn't have taken out to ice cream.
Well, ice cream, huh?
This was later on.
Was this at Jerry's? Did you go there?
No.
Hey.
Did you square your shoulders, Jerry?
You gotta keep your back straight.
Well, Rick and Morty reference.
Which is it? Square your shoulders or keep your head down.
It's
Well,
both.
it's both. But most importantly, you gotta relax.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Good episode.
Now it is. I had to spice
Yeah,
it up a little
jeez.
bit.
No, you didn't. That was Josh.
Oh, that was all Josh.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
that
all
was all
Josh.
Josh.
Saved us.
Yeah.
Well, no,
You're
I'm the one that
welcome.
pointed it out where we were going.
Hey, you're the one who wanted to spice it up last night, sitting next to Josh.
Hey,
Sinking
man.
ship.
You need
gotta
the
do what you
fucking
gotta
buffer
do.
zone. I like you, Foot, but we got a platonic relationship, buddy.
You
We're
guys,
just friends.
you guys watched a movie that you guys watched a porno about before, and he wanted to sit right next to you.
He put it on the big screen at his house. He's like, check this preview out. I'm like, all right, let me see what we're gonna go
man.
see here.
I think
you
Alan
guys
showed me
doing
that.
Oh, that extra butter popcorn over there.
My
He
fingers
did.
are all
He did
slippery.
get extra butter.
You
on
got
the
extra
popcorn.
butter, huh?
Yep.
That's because there was a hole cut in the bottom.
Oh,
Always get
Pee-wee
extra
over
butter,
here.
dude.
Yep.
yeah.
Here's how you do it.
Okay, here we go.
I watched. What was I listening to? It was Joey Diaz. There's like a 5-minute YouTube clip on how he does his popcorn. He does covers the bottom with butter, inch of popcorn, salt and butter, another inch of popcorn, salt and butter, and you just layer it
That's
up.
the best way to do it.
And then you mix it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's how you do it. And then when you get the top, you put the seasonings on there.
Dude,
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the best things I heard him talk about when he was talking about with Joe Rogan was what he eats for breakfast, or he used to eat for breakfast. Like, they would do, like, muffins, but they, like, grill them up and they'd put, like, cream cheese and
Ooh, that
jelly
sounds
on them.
good.
and he'd drink like a Coke with it. I was like, dude, that's the perfect fucking breakfast.
Dude, that's
right there.
every meal he was having a Coke with.
Yeah, like,
Be like,
like
listen, Joe Rogan.
That's disgusting.
Let me tell you about this. I was eating these pancakes, and I was eating this muffin.
I was eating these Gorilla biscuits.
I was fucked up on Gorilla biscuits, man. Let me tell you, dude. I was getting this guy. I was eating my breakfast. I had egg yolks. I don't eat the whites. That's how you get the sperm count down. Listen, Joe Rogan, I'm telling you. That's the whole fucking conversation right there.
I love Joey Diaz.
I'll be sitting there
He's
crying,
even funnier
man.
fucking
Oh,
live,
yeah.
dude. I've seen him twice. Amazing. If you ever get a chance, don't miss out on it.
We got to get some Gorilla biscuits, though.
All right.
All right. Gorilla biscuits.
Gorilla biscuits.
Yeah.
Tell me about them.
Quaaludes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You ever see Wolf
Yeah.
of Wall Street?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wolf of
yeah,
Wall
yeah.
Street, man.
Yeah, now I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
there we go.
Lamborghini scene, dude.
We got to get some of those, man. If we can find some.
I don't think they
fucking
make them
leaving.
anymore, dude.
No, they're gone, right?
Yeah, they're gone.
No,
They
I'm
don't-
sure
they don't-
somebody's making them in their bathtub
Well, yeah,
somewhere.
they're fake, but they're not like
Yeah.
real Quaaludes like back in
They're
the
not
day.
prescribed.
Not that I was
Mm.
back in the day taking them, but like,
why would-
I heard
Hey,
that
why
they,
would
Still
you,
before
right?
your time.
yeah, I heard that they stopped making them like legit ones.
Did they keep a few for
Rainy days.
Yeah, they like.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sure.
sure
I'm
they
sure
did.
somebody has a nice stash or
Yeah.
something, but
That's
I'm
fucking
sure mostly they're gone.
Yeah.
do that.
Oh
Then.
man.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what
What else we
Well,
got?
do you want to go to
what kind of
one
what?
more topic?
Yeah,
we got?
what kind of supplements you guys on? What you guys taking? You got
I-
any new workout programs? What you got going
I
on?
think it's appropriate if you start the conversation.
I mean, I was asking you. I can start with it.
Yeah, absolutely. We gotta go from best to worst.
I'm just going nothing fancy. A little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's.
Woo!
Carolina sauce.
Carolina sauce, man.
Oh.
That's about
Yeah.
it.
And then let me guess, you just eating a lot?
Eating a lot of food, man.
Well, last time you
People-
took that Sweet Baby Ray's, you probably put on what?
50 pounds?
50 pounds in what? A month and a half?
A lot of
4
sugar in
months?
Sweet Baby Ray's,
Yeah,
dude.
I was
a
up
lot
to
of glucose.
about 245 was my
And you were
heaviest.
just eating.
Smack pizza, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember me and
Fold
Josh?
it over.
Hey, pizza
Oh,
and
dude.
donuts, these
Fold it
guys.
over, dude.
We used to,
Pizza
me
and
and
donuts.
Josh, we used to we'd work out together, and I'd have the pizza delivered to the gym, and we'd sit there at the counter,
yeah.
and Mike B would just be sitting here handing us plates and paper towels. Dude, we would
great.
smash. We'd fold it over, you make a pizza sandwich. That's how you get more
But you were
pizza
doing
in.
Papa John's the entire time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
Should've
can't
been
eat the butter
sponsored.
sauce though.
I mean, that's the
No,
thing.
don't eat the sauce.
Yeah, don't eat the sauce.
I
It's
love the
cancer.
butter sauce. You can eat a whole pizza, but you can't eat none of the butter
It's
sauce.
bad for you.
No, but see, I'm not like Papa John's. I'm not a big
was
Papa John's
cheap.
guy. Like,
That was
I'll
what-
eat it.
That was back
But-
when they did
They
the
had the
Tribe
Tribe
Five.
Five.
Yeah,
Hey,
try
they
five,
still doing it?
man.
Yeah, they still do it,
Oh,
but
do they?
but they don't win anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, now
Yeah, they
it's
still won the
few
Central
and far
every year.
between.
Yeah, but that year they went to the World Series, so it was
know.
like every fucking night. Hey, you want to get some pizza, Josh?
Fuck yeah.
We'd buy 2 pizzas, you put them on top of each other, you make a pizza sandwich.
Well, listen, we just signed Hanley Ramirez, so we're going back. All
Those
right.
were the days.
We're all
man. I
back.
can't wait
the
to go
owners,
back
the
to
owners
that.
said they only care about
I know.
a local pennant. They don't give a shit about the World Series.
Nope.
And that shit pissed me off so much because
Yeah.
the players should have gone on strike after hearing that
Why
shit.
even play the fucking?
Yeah,
what,
why
what
bother
are we doing
playing?
this for? You can play
For
for
fun.
You know,
For fun.
you can play. You know,
We're not
two
playing.
halves.
We're not
You can
playing
tie.
just so the owners can make money.
Yeah, no, they're not, and they're not making money.
And they're playing to win. It's like it's been proven you make more money when you win.
In a sport, when you have to pay players in order to get the best players,
Yeah.
there's no salary cap. You have to spend money. When you don't spend money, you're not going to win.
Look at
That's
the
just way it
$200
goes.
million Yankees.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
I mean, you
They
know,
lost
or the
against
how about
the
Reds.
how,
Yeah.
how about the Red Sox? Hey, how about the Red Sox?
Yeah.
How about the Astros?
80,
how about the
90 million?
Dodgers?
Oh,
How
yeah.
about the Cubs? The teams that are in it every year.
Mhm.
It's because they spend money.
They spend money.
No shit. No shit.
Mhm.
And we're lucky we got the worst division in baseball. That's the only reason we're relevant. Only reason.
Well,
And it is the
used to
worst
be-
division.
Used to be good.
no,
Back
no, yeah.
when Detroit was good, and then you had
I mean,
the
10
Royals
years-
were good. They
hey,
won a World Series a couple years ago.
8 to 10 years ago, yes,
Yeah.
the division was good.
Now it's shitty.
shit. It's been shit for the last 4 years. at
Detroit.
least.
I mean, they don't have
They
anybody.
don't have anybody.
anymore.
They still got what's his face?
Martinez.
Nope, other dude
Ver-
on a 10-year deal.
um,
What's his name? I forget his name anymore.
the Slugger.
Yeah,
Oh, Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Yeah.
They still have Cabrera.
Yeah.
because they can't get rid of him.
Yeah.
Because that's why you don't sign people to 10-year contracts.
Yeah.
Speaking of 10-year contracts,
How many times people got to do that? Yeah,
Manny Machado.
yeah.
Okay,
Nope.
let me tell you.
Not
There
for
is not one person that is worth a 10-year contract. Not Jordan, not LeBron, not Elway, not Brady. There is not one player on the planet that is worth a 10-year deal. I don't care what you're paying them.
Right.
It's not worth the risk. At some point or another,
They're
they're
gonna
going to
depreciate.
they're going to go on a slump,
Yep.
or they're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And you can't
I mean, it's been proven time and again, man.
look at John Gruden.
Well,
Only took him 6 months to run that organization into the ground. Now you got to stick with him for 10 more
that's-
years.
Like I said, that's not all on Gruden, though. You got to understand.
Yeah, true.
You got to understand.
I just like shitting
I
on
know,
him.
but I like because I like Gruden,
Standing on
and just his owner's an idiot. You know, Mark
Yeah.
Davis.
Well, that
is,
guy's a
is
moron.
dumb.
Did you say Mike Davis?
Mark
Davis.
Davis.
Mark Davis.
His
Mike
dad,
Davis.
his
What
dad
team?
was a wise guy, though.
Yeah.
He
Well,
knew what he was
for a
doing.
minute until he started drafting Darius Hayward Bay 10th overall because he ran the fastest 40 time for a receiver. You know, I'll never forget that.
Makes sense on paper.
Right?
You got a quick guy. Look at Tyreek Hill. Fastest guy in the
Tyreek
field.
Hill,
So it works out sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
But anyway, going back with
supplements.
Supplements.
Yeah, supplements. Yeah.
so I
Way
stopped,
off.
Yeah, we got off topic there. I stopped all the pre-workouts.
Yep.
I'll do
You're just eating.
I'll do protein like as a supplement.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in between meals as a
Get you over.
to tide me over, or like I'll get a cookie.
Mhm.
Protein bar.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta get the fucking vegan cookies.
Protein's
Larry's
always
ones,
good.
Is that what it is?
The Lenny and Larry's.
Lenny's and
Those
Yeah, I'm
things
gonna
are
steal one on my
fucking
way
bomb.
out of here. You know?
Oh yeah, I get those in
I
bulk.
think
That remind me to get one for Littlefoot.
Yeah, for sure.
I think protein's basically the way to go. I don't know.
No,
You know
carbs.
what else you guys need? Do you guys
Carbs.
need anything else?
Everyone thinks it's
pre-workout.
protein.
I
You-
take
you like pre-workout?
I do.
It's hard for me because I think I took so much of it, it just wrecked my stomach. So now anytime I take anything, it leaves
Well,
me
you gotta
bloated.
be smart about it. You know.
Like even I'll take like a half a scoop. It's not the caffeine; it's all the extra shit.
Yeah.
So now what I do is I found the main ingredients in some of my favorite ones, and I kind of make my own. So I'll mix agmatine sulfate, a couple of caffeine pills, and I'll do like some green tea, some glutamine, maybe some arginine, and I'll mix that all together and I'll take that. But like agmatine sulfate is the main ingredient in Mr. Hyde. It gets you that monster fucking pump. Like the teaspoon or the spoon inside it, it's tiny. It's like the size of a key bump. So I'll do 2 of those. 200 mil caffeine tabs. Dude, I'm telling you, for like 40 cents, you got the best pre-workout, and you'll be raging. Dude, you're going to want to murder a baby. I'm telling you.
Dude, did I ever give you that 5150 workout?
Yeah,
Pre-workout?
I thought it was overrated.
Oh. What you got to do is you got to mix it with a red Gatorade, like a fruit punch Gatorade.
Yeah.
Fuck, it tastes awesome, dude.
Yeah, but I cared more about the results. I don't care what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I'm
that's
looking
got
for
a lot of
results.
caffeine.
So yeah, what
I took 2 scoops. I didn't do shit for me. I was wired, but I want a pump.
Well, at the time you were drinking like 3 or 4 bangs a day.
Yeah, I basically live off of the Lenny and Larry
I
cookies
wonder why
and
your
bangs.
your stomach ain't great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
so you're so immune to
So if
caffeine.
you're normal, just take one or 1.5 scoops before your workout. I take Nitroflex by GAT, so that's what I'm
I've
taking
never
right
tried any
now.
of their products.
It's pretty good.
I was a big BSN and Muscle Tech guy.
I don't mind it. That's good. And then I'll I'll get some protein after. I'll either buy one of those ready to go drinks from the vitamin shop, or I'll I have their Body Tech brand.
That's not a bad brand.
I
No,
like those
solid.
C4s, the fruit punch ones.
Are those
Little
little?
hugs.
Are those the little ones?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see me drinking like, what is it, like 8 ounces in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I saw Bang has those shots now.
yeah, the
Oh,
shots.
I still want to
The
try them.
carbonated.
I've tried
yeah.
it. Yeah,
You good?
Are they like the flavors that they got?
Yeah.
Like okay.
yeah. It's a different type of drink, you know.
Yeah.
But
Be nice to try.
it's solid though.
Do they sell them at Vitamin Shop?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
everybody drinks those bangs. That's all I
Oh,
see
dude, they're
nowadays is
amazing.
people walking around with bangs, dude.
Yeah.
And they
That company took off. Man.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Crazy.
Don't they make Redline?
No,
Yes,
Red.
that's the same. VPX
Yeah,
is
VPX.
who makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they own the parent company.
They started with Redline, and then
Redline was a
started
good
to-
product though too.
I
They
like
just never
Redline.
took off.
Yeah.
It was marketed as a like a weight loss at first though.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
I
that
used
would
to, I
turn a
used to,
couple
drink, I
people
used to
off
drink
right
those
there.
in the morning when I used to work at Willoughby.
Yeah, they sold them in pill form too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, dude,
Oh. Yeah.
if anyone's looking for a sponsor, we do like Bang over here.
Yeah, right.
Those
Like
Lenny and Larry
Bang,
cookies.
Oh yeah.
Got
We can go with On It.
we got Liquid Death over here.
Ooh,
Let me
Liquid
tell you about
Death.
this shit. I was a big Fiji guy for a while. I found
Fiji
that-
water's good.
Oh, I love Fiji. Let me tell you about Liquid Death though.
Yeah.
Saw it on an ad on Instagram one time. That's something that they should turn into an energy drink, dude. I mean,
I thought it was at first.
you got a brand
An
right in
energy
the name.
drink or some sort of alcoholic.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a beer.
So basically,
Dude,
tell
yeah.
people what it is.
What it is it's alkaline water. So it's got a good pH balance of 7.9. It's from the Austrian Alps, and it's got like imagine if you drank Downy, but without the flavor. Like it's real silky smooth, almost like a Fiji, but it's got a little bit of a different taste to it because of the TDC levels.
Wait, did you say drink Downy like the fabric softener?
Yeah, like you ever feel it in your hand?
Yeah.
It's kind of silky smooth.
Okay.
Like
Silky
like that's the
smooth,
kind of consistency the water has. It's not like tap water. It's real hard.
Yeah.
Like this is
It's a soft.
yeah, it's
real
soft
soft, yeah.
water. And it's their tagline is murder your thirst. Dude, I'll drink
That's
one of those
awesome.
and I'm good
That's
for
great.
like literally a good hour or two. It's not like when you drink water and you're more thirsty,
Yeah.
like it leaves you satisfied. It's probably because of all the shit that's in like normal water. You
Is
know?
there any particular reason it's in a can?
Their reasoning was because it's better for the environment. So I can get behind
Recyclable?
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it says on the side here, it's the average aluminum can contains 70% recycled material versus plastic only 3%.
Yeah, because if you open somebody's fridge and they got like a whole shelf full of that,
Yeah.
you think it's all beer. Like,
Dude, it looks
that's
like
what
a
it looks
millipede.
like. It looks like a
Fucking
legit
alcoholic,
beer
dude.
can.
That's
But yeah,
fine,
so
man.
I've been drinking this. I tell everybody about this shit. I mean, I wish they had merch. I'd buy T-shirts of it.
Hey, maybe it'll be at the Arnold.
What's their website?
Let's see.
You going to the Arnold?
Nah, it's not what it used to. I
Just
think
you
I
and your
think
boy
it's
this year.
drinkliquiddeath.com.
What about Sunday?
It's
Said no.
Nah, I'll tell you why. It's not the day. Like back before, I'm gonna say, like 2013, 2014 was probably when it stopped being good. Part of the reason is the venue is too small, and the other part of the reason it's no longer like vendors. It's all like the YouTube fitness community. It's all these CrossFitters and knockoff shit that you go there and you see literally hundreds of brands that you've never even heard of. Back in, you go back 5-10 years ago, you had Muscle Tech, you had BSN, you had VPX. Like you had like 5 main brands that everybody knew, and then there's like the oddball ones, And you'd go meet like actual IFBB pros. You get to talk with them. Now it's all YouTube fitness people just trying to make a buck, and they care more about that shit than actual working out. That's part of the reason why I'm sick of the whole industry too.
And the vendors that are there, they're the big name vendors, which aren't going to give you many samples
Yeah,
as opposed
yeah.
to what the smaller ones would have gave to get their product out,
So part of the reason is I'm sick of all the crowds. You go there for a whole day and you get to meet like 3 people.
Super saturated.
Yeah, it's way too saturated, and they're not going to move it because it's the Arnold.
It's always been there, yeah.
They got a fucking statue of him outside.
Yeah.
He's not.
It's
I think
kind of hard to replace that.
I think that's where he won his first pro show.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that why it is?
Oh, there has to be some ties to that.
Yeah,
probably.
he has some tie to Columbus. That's why it's there. So I don't know if they have like another wing that they can open up.
You think they would just shut down the wherever they play the Blue Jackets hockey and just go in the arena
Nationwide, we know.
nationwide?
Or you could do the IX Center.
IX Center would be pretty
I
sweet.
mean, that's massive.
huge, yeah.
You got the Cobo Center in Detroit. Fucking huge. They have the NAIS.
Yeah, when you went up there for the truck show.
Dude, that's a great show.
Yeah.
It's everything that you see in Cleveland, but that's when it gets unveiled. So I like seeing them like hype it up and shit. Like that new Ram, that thing's badass.
Dude, at Madison Square Garden.
Why?
Because it's the garden.
Yeah, but then we got to drive there.
Yeah.
You have to drive anywhere else.
Fuck New York.
Yeah.
I'm not driving in New York.
No?
Yeah, that's a long drive.
Yeah, try
It's
to.
not the drive, it's the city. I don't do traffic.
We can get a Uber.
I'll screw him to the table.
I got a good idea what you can do with these. I'll tell you afterwards.
But yeah, back to the Arnold. You guys gonna go then?
I'm probably gonna go on Sunday.
I think the last time I went was with Guido.
Yeah.
It was like 2014 was the last year.
Is he
I went.
officially going?
Guido?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets a hotel every year.
I don't know if he's going.
I haven't heard him say anything, so I didn't know.
I don't know.
I was going to go with him, but I'm like, UFC 235's on Saturday night.
Ooh.
So
I don't see
I'm
what
not
what is
missing
that?
that.
Josh is gonna have like 18 beers on that night.
At least
No.
He's not gonna wake up till noon on Sunday, I think.
it's gonna be great. I'm gonna wake up real late, and I just don't want to slow you down, Foot.
Yeah, he's being courteous to you.
Be courteous,
Hey, don't
man.
make it about you slowing me down and just you don't want to get up early. That's all.
Well, it's a
That's what it
combination
is.
of both.
You're not gonna slow me down.
Well, it's both.
You know,
I don't want to slow you down when I'm there for one, because you guys. Well, I just walk really slow,
Dude.
but
I'm not in any hurry.
that you get there's like 900,000 people.
That's
in
why
one
you go on
aisle.
Sunday instead of Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you go on like
Or
a
Friday.
Thursday
If
or
you can
Friday.
Go, if you can go Friday, you go Friday. But
What does it start? Does
Saturday's
it
the
do
worst
Friday,
day.
Saturday, Sunday,
yeah,
or
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, yeah, so.
Saturday's
You go
the worst day
Friday
to go.
first thing, or you go Sunday,
Mhm.
and then that's
Well,
it.
by Sunday, there's no more T-shirts and shit.
Well, I mean, it's one or the other.
Maybe.
If you
Tell
can
you
do
what.
one, you can do it.
I like free
5
shit.
years when I'm competing down there,
Yeah.
then we could all go.
mark his words.
I'll tell you, don't laugh at that, because if you look 10 years ago where Sean Roden was, he posted up a picture. Here, I'll pull it up. Dude,
Jamie, pull that up.
it's like, how the fuck did this guy do this? He went from being like an average guy with a gut
What's
to
his name?
Sean Roden. He won Mr. Olympia last year.
Sweet baby Rays, that's how you do it.
Dude, this guy's...
I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, you can't just
Yeah.
take a bunch of shit and then not have to work out. You still got to
Is he squaring his shoulders?
do everything to get the results.
Keep your head down.
Oh, where the hell is it?
He's trying.
Ooh, he's trying. Oh yeah, kid, do.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Nah, it's
We trust you
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
that.
I
We'll
got
trust
you.
you on that.
We
know-
posted
I know-
it was a 10-year challenge. And
I know what Sweet Baby Rays can do.
Didn't want to
somebody.
look at dudes anyway, so.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about the striations and the hamstrings
Oh, here it is.
while we're at it.
So look what he looked like 10 years ago.
All right, I could see it.
It's like there's no fucking way.
Dude, his fucking face looks photoshopped on there, doesn't it?
It looks like Dwayne Wade.
Yeah,
It looks like a combination
like
of
it's
Anderson
not
Silva.
even close. Like you can tell he worked out.
Yeah,
I mean, look at that
No,
gut.
you definitely put in the effort.
Talk about a
Yeah.
before and after photo for a product if you want to sell it.
Yeah,
That's the one to go with.
that's true.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
We're
Mike,
gonna
what
liquid
supplements
death
you
can hook 'em
taking,
up.
Mike?
Protein, that's it.
Protein.
I don't
Josh?
think I've ever seen Mike
That's all
take
I.
anything.
That's all I,
I drink
is
a lot of
protein. That's all I ever
caffeine.
took.
Mike.
I
drinks
never
his
no
protein?
caffeine. No
I've
caffeine.
never seen him drink anything.
No.
Mike has a
caffeine.
specific shaker I always see him with when he does drink his
I
protein.
do like that shaker.
still
That's a
have
good
it?
sh- Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
What is it?
I don't know.
think I've ever paid
it's a little
attention.
shaker. It's
It's
a little
just-
mini shaker.
Yeah, it's like just a. If you buy like a big thing of Tupperware and it comes in like a shake, I
Are
always
you one of
use
those
that.
guys who actually does the serving size?
No, I
Oh,
never
okay.
pay attention
just
to
kind
that
of
stuff.
eyeball it.
I do.
Yeah.
I always did 2 scoops.
I know exactly what I like and how much water I like. Like sometimes I'll go a little less water and everything. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do as little as possible because I just want to get it down.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna be free Sunday though?
I think I'm going to the auto show.
it is a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Auto show and the Arnold.
And then I'll watch, I don't know what race is on that day.
The Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah, Coca-Cola Classic,
it?
the
Yeah.
Coca-Cola 900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Now, you going with your
no.
brothers or are you bringing your girlfriend?
I'll probably go with my girl if she's down.
Okay.
No, it'll just be me and my one buddy John that you met.
Oh, okay.
Nothing,
Yeah.
pretty low key. I like to get in and get out. I don't spend a lot of time there. I paid 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here.
You got to get that peanut brittle though. I saw that on that cart
Yeah.
there. That
Yeah.
cart. They got the roasted almonds and shit. That
Yeah.
peanut brittles. That's the bee's knees right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But
All right, well,
yeah, we're at an hour 14.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good time.
That's a
Yeah,
good amount of
for
time.
sure.
Wrap this shit up.
Foot, what you got?
you always come to me first.
Oh yeah, I'm staring at you.
I know. I mean, we've already talked about my Instagram,
Got
my
your
Facebook,
Instagram.
and my Twitter.
Yeah.
You know,
We finally got Josh to get one.
That's right.
Josh did get an Instagram.
What's my
The Zapper, right?
No,
not
it's
the
not
Zapper.
Oh, that was the other guy.
Yeah, it's the other guy.
There's another guy with the same name as handle as the Zapper.
Oh,
That's
no
not,
shit.
Not
It
him.
was
not me.
Josh's.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Josh's old one, right?
No. I don't think so.
I think it's yours.
That might be.
that
It's
right?
called You Must Be Ringo.
You must be Ringo.
He has no profile picture.
No, I just
Profile
made it.
picture
How
up
many
there, Ed.
followers?
I just
5
made it.
followers.
I got
Okay,
5
followers. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're solid.
Who the fuck's following me?
I don't know, but at least post a picture of yourself so people
on,
I
know.
haven't gotten around to it, man.
Why don't you just
Like, I
copy and paste the
Our
the
200 followers
1673
want to
one.
see what you guys look like.
We have 200 followers?
Don't we post on Instagram?
No, listeners.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Like I think we're a little over 300 now.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hey, thanks for listening, guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I don't know where
Girls,
the hell
guys,
they're
and
coming
girls.
from, but
Yeah, it
Well,
doesn't
hey,
matter.
man, we appreciate
I'll
it.
take
People,
it.
thanks
you
for
know.
listening.
a
Appreciate
little bit
it.
more, we might get an ad on here.
Hey, you never know.
Liquid Death might hear this shit.
Yeah, that's
Maybe-
what I'm
Plug 'em.
trying, man. I'm hyping it.
Plug
I'm
'em.
hyping it. If I had a bell, I'd ring it right now.
Oh, that's what we should get. We should get a sweet ass bell.
From we name drop.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't got a bell.
Like kind of like on
What was
the
that-
Don't Buy
That horn
thing.
you were just using.
The siren horn thing, air
But
horn.
Mike B, still waiting on him. Maybe
Don't worry, it's coming. It's
we can
coming.
peer pressure him.
I wanted Josh to get it first, you know.
I got it, dude.
Here we go.
I got the greatest name ever. Anybody ever seen Tombstone?
Never
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
like Tombstone.
But
Yeah,
I'll
man.
be your man.
Johnny Ringo.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey, he'll be your hero.
I don't know
I'll
what
be
it is.
your hero, baby.
But
And then what's ours?
yeah. I don't know.
It's like that song.
The
Just
Instagram.
want to be.
Oh, our
fucking hero.
Instagram, it's the 1673. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. I'm probably just gonna delete the Twitter. We only got like 2 followers, and I was really hoping the hashtags would help us take off, but it's not. So I'm
On
gonna
Twitter.
Yeah, but focusing heavy on the Instagram. We got
Yeah.
a lot of response from there. We're posting a lot of pictures and stuff.
Gotta go where our market's at.
Facebook too,
But
right?
yeah, Facebook too. If you guys want to send us a picture, topic, emails at the 1673podcast@gmail.com. We're on Podbean, Google Play Music, iTunes, and Spotify, the big main 4. But that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.